During the campaign time, the ups and downs are more.
Rumors has it that Vice President wanted to be a financial secretary. Or what? Why did you change your mind? Why? How did you also convince him to be your vice?
He has found something in me.
Why didn't you see that in me?
If you don't respect the people who give you the power, if you lose it, you will know that you are nothing to them.
There are a whole lot of things that people were saying about me. Appointment is not for friends. It's about who can do the work.
How do you balance academics with leadership?
It's not easy, but it is easy. Yeah, it's easy when you plan very well.
I'm president for BESA, not president for a certain one.
Level.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Girlfriend, as at now.
Yes.
As at now. Currently.
Yes.
Isaiah.
Don't deny.
As at now.
Don't deny.
You're welcome to the after class. Here, as usual, we do not stress about deadlines, assignments, slides, and grades. Just fun talks outside the classroom. Anything fun outside the classroom. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
I am your host, Tilly Ace, and I have here with me my co-host.
Yeah, as you know me, man's name is Idea God. And today here we have two amazing gentlemen in the University of Education, Uniba. They are president and vice president. Yes.
His Excellencies.
Yes, Excellencies. And then we have His Excellency Isaiah Nagbagu. Did I get it right?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
It's tried.
Yeah.
You tried.
We have His Vice, His Excellency Kingsford Entry, a champion.
Okay.
If I forget that, you beat me. Yeah. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome to the outer class.
Thank you.
So for this period of being with us, forget about your duties. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a normal competition.
Okay.
His Excellency Isaiah, right?
All right. Yes.
Who is President Isaiah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your question. Isaiah Nabagu is a person who they gave birth to at Western North region, precisely Sefiwenchi. He started his elementary school at Sefiwenchi MAJHS and primary precisely, and after BC he was able to excel. So he moved ahead to Boli Senior High School. That's the president of the Republic of Ghana's hometown.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so he schooled at Boli Senior High School.
Right.
So there too he tried to excel as well. And now he's in the University of Education, Uniba, pursuing Bachelor of Education in the Department of Basic Education. And he is the president for the Mother Association of Basic Education Department. That's Basic Education Student Association.
Okay.
Widely known as BESA, which will respond as unique.
Unique BESA.
Yes, unique.
All right. All right. His Excellency Kingsford. Who is this?
A.K.A. Brown. Brown.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Who is President Kingsford?
Okay, so in summary, in short, I would say that Kingsford is someone who has always been a very tolerant person, a very patient one.
Okay.
And then currently the vice president of Basic Education Students Association. Yeah.
Okay.
That is all what I can say about it.
But Sebra, you are not patient. You know, I'm also in a department. You give me work to do, and then you are always on my neck. You are always in traps next to me on my neck.
I think
And you are not patient.
let me fight for you. I think
Eh,
for this one, this
mm.
is it's your duty, right?
I know.
Yes.
But
So
something you have to know. I'm also a student now.
yes, you have to know you also, but you accepted that
I
in
understand.
all ways or in all
Yeah.
means you still stand for it. I get it.
Right.
So with whether you are occupied, you are not occupied. For him, he doesn't see you to be occupied. I get it. So you need to do it.
Yeah,
Now,
and sometimes it's not like I'm not patient.
yeah.
It's how the pressure is coming, so I need to also push some of it.
That was
Pressure
just by the
everywhere.
way.
Pressure
That was just by
everywhere.
the way.
That's
Okay.
just like
Yeah, so, talking about leadership here, is this something that you wanted to do, or it just grew inside you? Something that you've always wanted to be?
talk first.
Okay, thank you. So, when we talk of leadership, for me, I've always have passion for it, but just that one thing that I said about me is I always don't want to feel loaded.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I don't want to feel like I have a lot to do.
But how
Yeah.
can you be a leader without
That's response.
You
Yes,
always
so
want to delegate. You always want to
I
delegate.
not
That's
I
all.
always want to delegate. So before I will agree to go in for a position, I have to look at myself.
You have to assess
Yes.
yourself.
Yes, I have to assess myself very well, and I have to know the kind of position that I'm going in for.
Right.
Yes, there are some positions when you go in for, I bet you although you are enjoying the, but to yourself, you feel loaded all the time.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and then I always don't want to hear this, hey, because you are now the president, you don't get time for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
I always don't want to hear that thing.
Right,
So
right.
yes.
President Isaiah.
Okay. For leadership, leadership is a character, right? Or yeah, it's a character. So sometimes people see you to be a leader.
Okay.
So you need to accept it or deny or decline. Yes. So for me, I always love to serve.
Right.
I get it. I always like to serve. So all the time, anywhere that I find myself, I want to serve people either above me or
Okay.
under me. You get it? So that has been part of me. So doing that, I think that since it's part of me, I want to be serving, I want to be serving. So all the time, leadership also comes in place. So without being a leader, I think you don't get the most authoritative responsibility
Okay.
to what? To serve your people.
All right.
So when you go in for the leadership role, then you can now serve them as how you want. So yeah.
Was it difficult becoming the president?
Oh yeah.
Does that deal with the campaign? or
Mhm.
something?
Yeah. I think it's not easy for that one. I think going in for leadership roles, it's not easy. So we have the ups and downs, but we have I think the good aspect too. I getting it.
Yeah.
But sometimes during the campaign time, the ups and downs are more.
Okay.
But yeah, it's more. So it wasn't on a silver platter though.
All right.
Yeah.
So, not to cut you short, rumors has it that vice president wanted to be a financial, is it financial secretary or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so why did you change your mind to vice His Excellency Isaiah?
Okay. Thank you very much.
And then Isaiah, how did you also convince him to be your vice? Because that's not something that he was going in for, because he
Should
don't
he-
want to be loaded with.
Let him
Should
answer
he
first.
answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had planned for the financial secretary. That was what I was going in for. But you see, before someone would come to you for you to collaborate and then push an agenda, it's no easy.
Yeah.
Looking at the number of people out there, he saw only me. So that means he has found something in me. Okay. That he thinks that if we come together, it will be a perfect pair.
Wow.
Okay.
Why did you see that in me?
It would be a perfect pair. So
I understand.
I didn't drop the financial secretary because I say I don't want to feel loaded.
Yeah.
But sometimes too, you have to help to make the thing happen.
Right.
Yeah, you have to help to make the thing happen. Yeah.
How did you convince your vice president?
I think for me, I won't say it like I convinced him. You know, everything is about interest.
Right.
Okay.
And before he, I mean, before he brought himself up for the financial secretary position, meaning he was already ready for
For that.
position. I get it. So I saw it to be like, okay. And politics, though we are in school, but this was a whole package of politics.
Yeah.
And you need to look at how to win because you are going in there for win, not to lose.
Okay.
I get it. So I saw it like, okay, then let me find ways and means that I could win the election without any fear. I get it. So that's why I sat down to look at things, to play my cards very well, and I said, okay, let me go in and talk to my vice president and see if it could work. And when I went to, because he has already brought himself up, he also saw it to be a good news and he accepted it. But I didn't actually convince him to the extent. Yeah.
Okay, what's one thing you've learned about yourself as a leader?
Okay, so one thing that I've learned is my philosophy about leadership is,
Okay.
especially if you were a leader and then you are being voted for,
Okay.
one way or the other, I see it, you are not a leader, but you are a servant.
Okay.
Yes. There is one thing that I learned from my MP, yes, Honorable Abner Sasar. She said that if you don't respect the people who give you the power, if you lose it, you will know that you are nothing to them.
Sure.
Yes. So one thing, we are humans. Flaws are part of us. Maybe I would say something that I would not be mindful of. Yes, but I always make sure that I won't carry myself as a leader, but I will carry myself as a servant.
Wow.
Yes, so that my people would know that, oh, he's not always say he's the boss. At least you need to also come to their level, because this position at September you just drop it and then you become like ordinary people like them. Yeah. After the praising, hey, Presdo, it will end after that. So so if you are a leader, that is how I see it. You are not a leader, but you are a servant, especially when you are being voted for.
All right. Okay. One thing I've learned through these leadership roles is that I think that's all what my advice has said. Like, I've learned to be a servant because, as I told you earlier, that during the campaigning time there were ups and downs. There were a whole lot of things that people were saying about me, that I don't like people, I don't greet, I don't do that, I don't that. These were all things, propaganda, and sometimes it seems to be true because maybe you've done it one way or the other. I get it. But now I could see myself to be like, okay, now let's me build a certain connection between I and my people. I get it. So let me serve them. By way of serving them, you build a certain connection. Sometimes the work could be loaded to the extent that you need to attend to people, but you also have your own obligations or your own duties to also perform. But yet still, I need to leave it and serve my people. So that is, I'm serving them. So I've learned how to serve people. Okay. Yes, so that's what I could say. Yeah.
What's one challenge you didn't expect to meet as a leader?
Through this leadership?
Yes. Something you weren't expecting, a challenge you weren't expecting.
Really?
Or everything is easy for you?
Oh, nothing is easy.
Maybe you're born a leader.
Yes, all is not easy like that. But you see, as at now, I don't know what have come. Okay. Something that I never expected to happen was there are some people who were around me, but during the appointment and those kind of things, when it happens, usually appointment is not for friends, those kind of things. It's about who can do the work.
Yes.
Okay.
So when I began the appointment, some people decided not to even come closer to me again because I didn't appoint them. Because you are my friend, I should bring you in for you to. No, you understand. These were some of the challenges that I've just encountered.
Okay.
Okay.
Vice.
Yeah, so one challenging thing is, you see, you being a leader, okay, you have to come down to your people, okay. Sometimes too, you feel like, you coming down to your people, you don't want to also feel disrespected. So sometimes it becomes challenging, but you just have to know how you relate with them,
Yeah.
so that they wouldn't say you've changed. But it's very, very challenging because, and then you are now vice. Maybe your friends that you knew earlier would not like to come close to you because they see you in a bigger position. But this position is just, I don't know, you place me there.
Yes.
So I don't see why they think that being a vice or being the president, you are now a big person. No. So it becomes very, very challenging.
But
Sometimes you see
don't
your
you
friend.
see that as respect?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
respect to do, but you know, this is how we were before the position. So I want us to be like that after the position, so that I wouldn't say I've changed. But
Yeah.
they will be like, oh, you are now in a big position. So sometimes when I want to talk to you, I feel some way. No, it's very, very challenging.
Okay.
Talking about the relationship between you and colleagues, especially your colleagues in level 300. How, I don't know, but how should I even put it? What's the relationship like between you and then your colleagues? Because maybe they might think you are a president for the level hundreds and 200s, not them. You understand? Yeah. So some people might, I don't know, it might be difficult for them to relate with you because they see you to be a president, but not the president over me. It's not what you're going to say, it's what me I'll take. You understand? So what do you have to say about that?
Oh, what I will say about that is that notion is there.
Yeah.
Clear. Me myself, I've witnessed a whole lot. I know that it's there. Those people who normally say that is those people when during the campaign they weren't supporting you.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you getting it? But what normally I do tell some people is that this about it's above campaign. We are done with campaign. Let's focus on building the BESA that we want. I'm president for BESA, not president for some certain levels.
Yeah,
Are you
right,
getting it?
right, right.
So even the level 400 who are on their internship now, yes, so I'm president over them.
Over them.
They still come and they will come to my presidency. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not using it to boast, but I'm president for BESA,
Yeah.
not president for a certain
Level.
level. Yes.
Okay.
So whether they like it or
Or
not,
not.
Yeah.
I'm still their
Yeah,
president.
I have a question concerning the level 400. I want to get something right. When we were interviewing the former vice president, His Excellency Enesoga, he made mention that he's not on campus, so he doesn't really see what you are doing, even though he see them online. And then he even, commended you about the things that you are doing, because he was saying there are certain things that you are supposed to do next semester, but the flyers are out now, which like he really commended you for that, right? So how do you make sure the level 400s are seeing what you are doing?
I think for now, what I can say, it's a very challenging um, topic that you want us to discuss. I think with this current executive that I'm leading, none of us is on their platform.
Okay.
Okay.
And you ask yourself, why so? I get in it. This brings back to what you were saying that some certain levels thinks that you are president over this and that. The PRO is PRO for BESA.
Yeah.
So if you have, I mean, your tenure of office is over, it's over. The next person will succeed and he plays the same role as what you were playing. So you need not to say, okay, give me the information, I'll post it there. There's no need for you to be on the platform. I asked my PRO, do you share the information on their platform? The PRO said, the outgone PRO said he should give the information to him and he will rather post it on their platform. I said, how? But you see, I didn't want it to sound like I'm interfering in his this, and I said, okay, fine. If only he could post the information that we give to our people, bro, fair enough. It's not anything. It's not even. It will save our bundle because maybe there are some certain things that they do on their platform which won't benefit us, but we'll be on it and our bundle will just be going like that. I get it. So I was looking at a way in which I could find solution to this. So I discussed it with the former president.
Okay.
And I think I didn't get any result. So I just paused that, okay, maybe it might be since they are not in school, that's the reason why it's like that. So let them come. So as they are coming, then we'll get to know how best we could solve that issue.
Okay. Right. How do you balance academics with leadership?
Because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Very big responsibility.
Academic with leadership, because I think the first time you've made your mind to even declare your intent, you've already made your mind that you are here for academics, not for anything. So I think at the end of the day, we need to have a timetable. We need to have a duty roster. Know that this specific time you are doing this. Though there is going to be a time that you will specify for a certain thing, then something else will just pop up. You need to stop it. But you need to make sure that you fix that particular thing that you were doing back into the time frame. So maybe the time that you weren't a leader, you sleep at 8 hours. Now you need to reduce to maybe 6 hours or 4 hours so that you could get enough time. So I think by scheduling my duties, I get time for all these things.
All right, Mr. Vice President, aka Sir Brown.
Okay, so actually balancing academic plus leadership, it's not easy, but it is easy. Yeah, it's easy when you plan very well, and then it's not easy when you don't plan. Yes, and then one thing that me I want to clear is when you are a leader, you don't get time to learn. But don't forget that if you are a leader too, your people are looking up to you. Yes, you can't be the president or the vice and then graduate with a very low class.
Right.
I quite remember when the graduation list was in. We all went to check for the president and then the vice.
Okay.
Yes, you are the very first people that the people will look out for. So you also need to set a standard so that it will break down misconception that if you become a leader, you won't have time to learn. Because if you graduate with low class, they will see that because you were a leader, you didn't have time to learn. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite part of being a student leader?
My favorite part is I have been able to balance things.
Okay.
Yes. Although I said I don't want to feel loaded, but sometimes when I feel loaded and then I'm able to tax it very, very well, I could see that, oh, then I'm improving. Yeah. So I'm being a leader and at the same time, I'm also a student. I quite remember there was a time I had to submit budget before 11:30. So I have to be on campus very, very, very early to submit it before I attend the class, and I was able to do it. Yeah, so the favorite part is me being able to balance things very well.
Okay, let's President talk and then.
I was just trying to say when he said he has been able to balance, I was just saying he should just give thanks to me that I was able to convince him and bring him.
And bring me where?
Because he said you didn't want to be overloaded, right? So you were going for financial secretary. So I was able to bring you to the president for you to be overloaded, and now
then
you are
you
able.
feel balanced.
Yeah. So you need to thank me for doing that.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah. So let's talk about organizing programs. Is it difficult? to organize program?
Organizing programs, it's not easy. It's not easy, but I won't say it's difficult to the extent that I will scare people. No,
Okay.
it's not easy. It's not easy. If you don't plan early, you understand? That's where it won't be early. It won't be easy for you. But if you start planning early, I think sometimes it's balanced. I get it. So yeah.
So the entertainment committee, right? Is it what did they bring their plans for you to go through before you accept it or what? I want to know how the process is like.
Oh yeah. Um, all all the programs that we've been organizing,
Mm.
we don't exclude the appointed executive
Okay.
because they are there to, let's say, supervise, or they are there to um, organize the programs. Yes. So before a program would come out, they would bring out, oh, let's do something like this. They will also sit with them. Then we'll discuss, oh, this one, let's do it this way. They will also say, let's do it this way. Then we all finalize on one thing. Then we just do it.
There's one thing I really want to ask. If there is, let's say, a committee, right? A committee, there is some kind of conflict. Maybe they don't understand each other about certain things. Do you get to hear it, and then how do you solve this? I'm talking that because as you and I, we have had conversations about entertainment. The beginning of the semester, when I was bringing out that project, I had a conversation with you in your hostel.
Yeah.
So how do you
Oh,
make sure these things are being solved?
okay. If there is a conflict or there is disagreement among a certain committee or two committees, that's why in the with the good brains who brought out the constitution, thought it wise that let's bring some channel of communication
Okay.
and how to resolve issues. I get it. So they set up a committee called the Council of Elders.
Okay.
So at any given point that we get to know that maybe there is disagreement among two people, or the disagreement among some people in a certain committee, and it comes to my notice. You see, one thing is that the the there will be disagreement in a certain committee. I might hear it, but I can't intervene because it hasn't come to my notice.
Okay.
Unless they report to me. If you don't report to me, how do I know that there is a disagreement? I get it. So if one person comes to report that this is what is going on, then I'll also channel it through.
Then I'm telling you, me, I have a problem with Kid Trap.
Okay, then we have.
The project that you're supposed to do. He is not doing his job. I want you to call him. He's
know,
not doing his job.
Going to
We are not
order.
getting the videos that we want.
That's what we are saying. So we have channel of communication. We have a way that you could just channel your information or your grievance to your head. The head of all committees is there. So at any given point that you feel like maybe your head is not performing his duty, you report to the vice president.
Okay.
Definitely, I've heard like that.
No, the reason I'm not telling the vice, they are in the same room.
It doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in
when
the sense
when
that
it comes to
if you report to the vice president and the vice president, and maybe 2 or 3 days you don't hear any response from maybe the president or any other place, that's where you can also bypass the vice president to the president. Okay, tell the president that maybe I told the vice president this on that day or this day. Up to that, I haven't heard anything. Then I'll call him and find out. Then that's where you can get to know that maybe because they are in the same room, the vice president doesn't want to hold his head accountable. Do you get it? So channel your information well and you'll be sorted out.
But me, let me tell you, despite we are roommates,
your job is your job.
Yes. That is why I always sit on his neck.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the most funniest or memorable event that's happened so far?
Happiest. Then it will be the quiz.
Yes,
When the
because
level 400s, level 300s, the level 300s were last when we organized the quiz. Because we were having, when we started the whole planning, there was the level 100s and 200s, no, especially the level 100s were saying that, hey, they just came to the school and they don't know anything in the school. So how are they going to answer the questions?
No, that one I can answer for the level 300s. You know, that day I told you
What
that
was it?
because they are new, we wanted them to feel like
Oh,
welcome. That's why, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, it's something
I
that
think
we discussed. No, but
you
we
discussed
know something
with
like jam. What's the full
Oh
meaning
no,
of jam?
but
We
senior
know,
and
but
senior.
we want them to feel welcome. That's why we decided to let them win.
Oh,
That we
no.
answer.
though
no,
I'm
I
in
don't- I
level
don't- I
300,
don't
I'm also
believe
in
that.
level 3. I need not to
So
say
then
that
why
I'm not
did
supporting my
you
people.
stand? That one
Oh
they
no,
don't know.
I'm the president. I can't
Yeah, he can't
stand.
stand for a
As at
quiz.
that
So
time,
then
I'm
I'm
no more
telling you
level
that
300.
we
I'm the
decided to
president.
agree as a whole level 300 team, okay, that we should let the level 100s win. You know, it was level 100 first, 200 second, 300 third. That's how it is. We wanted them to feel at home. Welcome. That's why. That was the
okay.
plan.
So
Hey.
what if
I
the
don't
level
I don't buy that.
200 had won?
I had
No,
one
we
too.
also talked to them. That's why.
Oh.
Hey, I don't believe that.
I don't believe this.
I don't believe that. What's the best advice you've received as a leader?
The best advice I've received as a leader is
Yes.
people who advise me that I shouldn't allow the position to, I mean, to overcome my dream. I
Okay.
get in it.
Okay.
In the sense that I'm here for academics. I shouldn't allow the position, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President. At the end of the day, Mr. President doesn't carry you home. It's just your certificate. So I see it to be a very good advice. If the person doesn't like you, he won't advise you that way. So
Okay.
I deem it to be very touchy to my heart.
Okay. Right.
Mr. Vice President.
Okay, so the best advice that I've received so far is um, one thing that someone advised me on is uh, you have to know that before this leadership, people assessed you. During to people assess you, and then after people assess you. So if you don't respect them very, very, very well, when you lose it, you will know that you are nothing to them
Okay.
because they wouldn't need you anymore. Yeah. So I think that is the best advice I've received so far. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What advice would you give to students who want to run for student leadership position?
Okay, so the advice that I'll give to students who wants to run for student leadership is the start of everything is not easy.
Okay.
Yes, but when you plan and then if you have passion for the thing, you can do it.
Okay.
Yes, so one advice that I'm giving it to them is it's a great opportunity for them. They should embark on it, and then they should also have the courage. They shouldn't let the challenges that they will face weigh them down,
Okay.
but that challenge should encourage them, should motivate them to also push forward.
Okay. President.
All right. What I'll tell them is I'll let them. I want them to know that there's room for improvement,
Okay.
and they should push hard. This is the time. If you want to be a leader, this is the time for you to start building your connections. You need to start networking. Yes, you need to build network, a strong network, so that you can build upon it. They could advise you on the way to go. Are you getting it? So I would just tell them that this is the time. They should just take their dream. They should know that okay, this is what they are going in for, and they shouldn't allow anybody or anyone to discourage them, as my vice president said, or to say things which won't benefit them. They should just stick to their dream, and they will sail through. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I have for them.
May I have like 4 questions left?
Okay.
What's one mistake that taught you a lesson? Let me say that taught you a lesson. Being a leader.
In my leadership role,
Yes. Or you've
mistake.
never made mistake.
Oh, mistakes comes. I get it. Mistakes there. I do some brave. Mistakes comes. Actually, I can't mention I don't know.
A
Maybe
specific.
for now, I
Okay.
can't
Okay,
recall a
okay.
specific mistake that I did. Maybe mistakes could be in personal relationship. I get
Okay,
it.
Alright.
Not maybe girlfriend, boyfriend, though,
Mm.
but maybe relationship that I have with you
You
in
brought
person.
it up.
I get
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But not maybe in the leadership role.
Yeah.
No, I can't recall that.
Alright, Sir Brown.
Okay, so me, this is no. We have one. We have it's a mistake that
Okay.
yes. So it is not really a mistake,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it was a mistake we were about to do.
Alright.
Okay.
But we thought of it.
And attempted.
Yes, and then we said no. This thing that we are going to do is a mistake.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
If we do this, this is the result we are going to get.
Mm.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So my next question is, if you were to swap roles for a day, what is the first thing you would do? If you were to be a vice president, Isaiah,
If I'm to be a vice president,
what is the first thing that you do?
the way I will hold my appointees on their toes, because as at now I can see that most of them are relaxed.
Mm.
Yes, the way I will pressure them.
The only people not relaxed is the media team.
Yes,
They started working before school.
I'll
reopened.
pressure them. Yeah, I'll give them pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir Brown, if
Okay,
you were
so
to be the president for a day, what's the first thing you do?
I will not let my vice president rest.
Hey!
Any little thing that I'm going to do, I'll make sure I do with him. Yes. Yes. I'll not let
This
him
is
rest.
interesting.
Maybe he will let me rest. Fine.
Alright.
I mean, I'll not
that's
let
it.
you rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a girlfriend?
Girlfriend, as at now,
Yes.
as at now,
Currently.
currently,
Yes.
Don't,
Isaiah.
Hey, don't deny.
as at now.
Don't deny.
Don't deny you.
Don't deny.
Mr.
Don't deny.
President.
As at now,
Yeah.
My
Isaiah.
ladies are watching. No,
They know. They know.
They know
They
what.
themselves
No,
know.
please answer.
They know that Isaiah is not dating currently.
Hey.
Isaiah's girlfriend. Oh no, I'll be sad. You understand?
Hey. Sarah.
Currently, he's engaged.
Why are you talking for me? Why are you talking for me? Oh yeah, I do. I have.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Nice.
Okay, so my ladies, please. Sir Brown is occupied, but
Oh,
Presido
Charlie.
claims
See, every
It's
answer
available.
leads to a different question. So since you are single, then he is dating. So maybe this is going to be challenging for you. Like, do girls, since like you are up there as a leader, do girls fall themselves to you because you are leaders? Like they
You
see
get
that you're a leader, so
approaches.
they want you to see that they are doing something.
Oh yeah, me. I've experienced it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've experienced.
Presido.
Okay.
Oh, for me,
Okay.
I can state categorically that no lady
Mm-hmm.
has approached me
Okay.
to tell that or to say that he has interest.
No, they are not going to
Me to
say, but
say.
their actions.
You know, actions
Their
speaks
action,
louder
maybe
than words.
cooking,
Eh?
maybe
Washing.
buying food, maybe washing.
Oh, okay. Me, I'm someone that I don't tolerate girls in my hostel.
Oh, okay.
Yes. For you to come to my hostel,
Mm.
then maybe no, I don't tolerate ladies.
There may be-
Learn.
No, in a sense that maybe I
Maybe
have a
I
certain
should,
connection with you to the extent that I know that maybe you are coming there, nothing bad will happen. I get it. For that one, I'll allow you. But since I'm not having a girlfriend, I don't allow them to come.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. What are your last words
Oh,
for your colleagues out there,
my
fellow students?
fellow
You know
unicans. Okay, fellow BESA student or basic education student. What I have for you now is I just want to encourage you to be of yourself. Don't allow anybody to turn down your aspirations. Just focus, and the Lord will bless us all.
Amen.
We are determined. 2024-2025 academic year executive, which is being led by Isaiah Nabab as president. We are determined to build the BESA that we want. So I will entreat each and everyone to buy into that idea and let us try as how we campaigned during our election time. So thank you very much for your time.
Mr.
Bye
Vice
bye.
President, do you have something to say?
Yeah, so my last words are we know the trust you placed in us during the campaign, and then we know the reason why you
Sure.
supported us for this leadership role. So what I want to say is God bless you all for encouraging and supporting. But one thing that I want to say is we are humans, flaws are part of us, and then we are student leaders. So one way or the other, if we mistakenly do something, please prompt us and then direct us to the right path, because we are also humans. Not necessarily we are the heads. Doesn't mean all that we do is right. Yeah, we can also make mistakes. So when we make mistakes, please don't sit somewhere and then lambast us, but please direct us to the right path, and then I know we can move together. Thank you all, and don't forget to
Watch into the
subscribe
camera.
Look into the
Tell
camera and
them,
tell
tell
them.
them.
Boss channel
Tell
on
them.
YouTube and then
And
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
Bye. Have a nice day.
It was nice. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, post, and like.
But they've said it already.
We are God.
Yeah, we are out. We are out. And remember, you are good.
Ah.